We had Blade, alright, we had Steel, Blank Man, Meteor Man, okay, but none of that compares to Shark Tale, baby! Yes!
Oh my god!
It was great seeing all the fish representation in this film. You don't really get to see that often. And when you do, they're still held captive by the man. I'm just kidding, we're talking about Black Panther. A month late. And it's so freeing. I'm talking about this movie when nobody cares anymore. Like, I specifically want to talk about it because I never got to. Frankly, I don't think I could talk about anything else. I've not cared about anything in the past month except for this. People really thought this movie was gonna make Doctor Strange money, Ant-Man money. That was like a legitimate concern at first. They were like, oh, is this really gonna, are people really gonna watch this? Yes! Black people been waiting for a movie like this. Who was lining up to see Ant-Man? Them? And when the movie came out, there was this whole controversy. Oh, there's already been black superheroes. Don't you remember Blade? Which is weird because it's not like if you were excited about a Tom Hanks movie, I'm not gonna come in and be like, you already got one of those. Don't you remember Forrest Gump? Blade came out in 1998. This movie is almost as old as my entire existence on this earth. When I told my little cousin which Spider-Man he liked, and he had no idea that the Tobey Maguire movies even existed, that's when I knew there's no way kids these days are going back and watching this rated R vampire movie. Like,
Blade was not enough. Catwoman with Halle Berry, no.
Catwoman, that's the one you want to champion? That's really the one, that's really the point you're trying to make right now?
Tom Lone. Rhymes with cone, phone, bone. Not that rhyming's all that important.
I saw this movie 3 times. This is the only time I've seen a movie in the theater 3 times since like Inception, and before that, nothing. This is the first Marvel movie that I wanted to take my parents to, my grandparents to, my little cousins to. I wasn't trying to take them to freaking Doctor Strange. I would put this in top 2 Marvel movies for me personally, just because every problem I've had with previous Marvel movies was fixed. The soundtrack, always I feel like it's mostly boring. Amazing here. The villain, fantastic. My other favorite Marvel villain is probably the Vulture, but no one's ever like, oh yeah, Adrian Toomes. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's talking about Killmonger. Killmonger.
Is this your beard?
Killmonger.
No, I'm not Killmonger. I'm his cousin, Kill Barber.
What?
I've shaved all over the world. All this shaving, just so I could shave you.
Well, I mean, I could just use Dollar Shave Club. Your boy's sponsored. If you're like me, you hate going to the store and picking out what razor you want. There's too many options. I just don't know what to use. I feel like an idiot. That's not a problem anymore. For a limited time, Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their starter kit to new members for only $5, dude.
$5?
$5. In your first box, you'll receive their shave butter, body wash, and 1 wipe Charlie's butt wipes. You also get this premium razor and a cassette full of cartridges. And when you're done getting the best shave of your entire life, replacement cartridges only cost a few bucks a month. If you're trying to be fresh and clean from your face cheeks to your butt cheeks, the link is right here, dollarshave.com/DayTheZ. When Killmonger took off his shirt, he showed off his kills on him. Oh my goodness. Which makes you think if he only killed like 15 people, it probably look really whack. Every single character is fantastic, memorable, and it's like something we haven't even seen before. Shuri, a black female teenage scientist, not just there and is like, you know, I'm the smartest person in the universe. She's funny. She has the brother sister thing going on with T'Challa, which is so realistic. Even the what are those joke, like that's such like an African sibling. If it was in any other Marvel movie, I'd be like, yo, why did Tony Stark just say that? But it's like, I feel like it fits, and everyone got mad about it. I was like, yo, this is hilarious. Wakanda is like an actual nation. They really made it feel like a place. You have different ideologies, you have people clashing with each other. Would you kill me, my love, for Wakanda? Without question. And he was like, oh dang, alright, hold on, I'm tapping out. I feel like the movie was actually about something. There's actual, you know, dialogue and conflict that exists in the real world today when it comes to Africans, African Americans. And it's just interesting to see. It's better than just, there's a bad guy, he wants to kill everybody. Oh no, we gotta stop him. Oh duh, we stopped him. It's a freaking superhero movie. The end. In this one, his whole idea changes because of the villain. You don't see that usually. It wasn't just the fact that it was a black lead. It was not even just the fact that it was all black cast for me. It was like the fact that it was set in Africa, where a lot of people around don't view Africa as like, you know, beautiful. I had an Uber driver, yo. Can I tell this story real quick? So I had an Uber driver. He was talking about like people that transfer here from other countries. I was like, yeah, my parents are from, you know, Ethiopia. They're able to come here and I'm able to have an education here. And he was like, Oh, Ethiopia. Wow. Yeah, if I had my top 2 countries I would never want to go to, Ethiopia would be one of them. I was like, okay, that's kind of a weird thing to say to somebody that you just met. And then he was like, yeah, the other one's North Korea. I was like, how are you about to compare my country to North Korea? I'm in the back seat. You're getting 1 star, my guy. And then, yeah, isn't it all like desert there? And I was like, no. And I had to go on my Instagram and show him pictures I took in like the mountains when I was over there. And it's, the culture especially, the culture is usually seen as weird. And in this movie, it was just presented as how it is. And more than that, beautiful. And I was like, yo, this is shown in front of millions and millions of people that'll never really get a chance to look into this besides like National Geographic covers. It's the highest grossing domestic superhero movie of all time. Like, that's amazing. At the end, a little kid who was like, who are you? And he was looking at T'Challa all mesmerized. That's how all these kids today are gonna be watching this movie, and that made me tear up, dude. The one thing I really didn't love was the fight choreography, and it's just because I already saw Black Panther just like doing the craziest stuff ever. This man's doing a triple kick in the air, and I remember being in the theater like, yo, I cannot wait for a whole movie of this. And then it was kind of all just a bunch of CGI. I feel like Michael B. Jordan was like, some of the times he was delivering his lines, nah, this is from Wakanda. I don't know, it just felt like a little off to me. Which is weird because Michael B. Jordan made me cry in Fruitvale Station, so I know he's great. I think people's biggest problem with it was overhyped. It's not the movie's fault, that's your fault. First of all, everyone needs to stop trying to compare, oh my gosh, this is the next The Dark Knight. You're just going in with your expectations way too high. I didn't want to talk about this movie as soon as it came out because I wanted to see the aftermath. Watching this and seeing the box office success really feels like a turning point. How after The Dark Knight's success, every movie tried to be dark and gritty. The Avengers' success, everyone wanted to make a cinematic universe. This felt like the beginning of something, and I'm excited to see what that is. Thanks again to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. If you want the strent of the Black Penta, click the link in my description. Be sure to watch the last video I uploaded. That one's low-key underrated. I'm just gonna say it right now, it's a pretty great video. I turned 21 in a week, so you know what that means? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be turning in all my assignments on time. Mom.
Cinema, matinee. I ain't got 750 to pay. On cinema, matinee. I ain't got 750 to pay.
Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you're a tourist.